Yo, what's going on today, guys? Got a different type of video for you. As you can see, I got the laptop set up because we're going to be doing some research today. We are looking at, reacting to, and talking about the 2023 XXL freshman list. Now, as most of you guys know, I'm sure any of you guys who are tapped in know, XXL has been very irrelevant for years. But, I mean, this, quite frankly, might be the worst list. I'll keep it a buck with you guys right now. I haven't listened to probably half the artists on this list. And normally I go through and do it. Normally I'm excited to check it out. But, I mean, it's been years, guys, since they've really put some quality on there. I mean, you know, they've been missing for a while. Not very representative this year, I don't think, either. But, yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it, though. I mean, if you guys saw this list, let me know what you think in the comments below. And is this the worst list XXL has ever made? I mean, if not, which is worse? I can't even imagine the cipher groups for this. I don't think there's going to be one good cipher this year. All right, so first up, we are looking at Finesse 2 Times. Rapper I've never listened to, never heard. Finesse 2 Times is a rapper that notoriously is always getting reposted on like Academics, No Jumper, and shit like that. I'm always seeing like promotions for Finesse 2 Times music and stuff like that, but I've never checked it out. He is a Memphis rapper, right? Yeah, this list is very Memphis dominant, and it makes sense. Memphis is popping right now. I think Glorilla, who is also on this list, we'll talk about later, is doing a lot for that scene right now, a lot for that sound. But I think they probably do have too much Memphis on here. Finesse 2 Times, you know, fuck it. Let's go take a look. Let's go listen to Finesse 2 Times most popular song real quick. I won't play it for too long. I don't want to get any copyright strikes or anything like that, but let's see what Finesse 2 Times is really about. So for starters, Finesse 2 Times does have over 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify, just over. We are looking at, let's see, Back End is his most streamed song, 18 million streams. On Spotify, of course, we don't use Apple Music here. We're not fucking stupid. I feel like that might have been longer than 6 seconds, but I'm going to listen to it a little bit more. Pooh Shiesty Clone. I mean, going back to the Memphis point real quick, this bias has been going on for a couple years. In the last 2 years with like Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, and Big Scar, rest in peace, all being on those last 2 lists. Probably even some other acts. I mean, obviously, like I said at the beginning, I don't pay too much attention to this shit. That's why this list has been out for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I've barely seen anyone talking about it. That's why I'm coming in late and talking about it, because I really who cares about XXL anymore? All right, so now we got Lola Brooke, who is a rapper I've never heard of at all. It says here she's from Brooklyn, though, so I'm assuming she's on that Brooklyn drill wave. Literally nothing to say about her. I've never listened to her. Now we get to Rob 49. Now, Rob 49 is a rapper who actually recently, I listened to his most recent album that came out. Expect to see that in a few weekly reports. I forget the name. It's escaping me right now. But it was pretty solid, actually. I didn't hate listening to it. And there were some bangers. Let's check where Rob 49 is from real quick. All right, so Rob 49 is actually from New Orleans, which is cool. Didn't know that, but again, most of these rappers I really don't have much to say about. Like Rob 49, from what I heard, has got a good flow and like could make some bangers, but like, again, it's like I'm not really paying attention to any of these up-and-coming rappers. I think a big detriment to this list is there's no Ken Carson, there's no Lone, there's not a lot of that rage trap representation. I mean, obviously, we still got to get through it, but I don't recall seeing any rappers like Middle West make the list. See any rappers like, ooh, Fago made it last year, right? Or, yeah, So Fago was a few years ago. I think he declined it last year, but Lone and Ken turned it down. Because I can't imagine that they weren't asked, right? Like, that would be a huge flop for XXL to not actively try to get Lone on here. As well as Ice Spice. No Ice Spice on this list. That's why it's such a mess. If Ice Spice was here, people would fucking care. but there is no Ice Spice, just a bunch of munches. It's very fucking disappointing. And I'm not even like saying that to be corny. It's just Ice Spice is the biggest rapper in the world right now. Like, she eclipses everybody on this list put together times 10. There is almost a zero star power here, which again, the first two rappers on this list I never even listened to. Rob 49, the only reason I heard him was because I was listening to his album to review for a video. I wouldn't have listened to it otherwise. Who is this? Friday? Friday was on that one Lil Baby song, right? Friday with 2 Y's. He was on that one Lil Baby song. Alright, so next up, now we're getting to Glorilla. I think undeniably the biggest star on this list. I mean, every year XXL throws on the most poppin' woman rappers, which is a W. You gotta put on. Glorilla deserves this more than most people here. Again, she is popping off right now and also is kind of refreshing the Memphis sound. I do enjoy her music. I don't listen to her that much. I haven't heard much of her shit, but she could flow well and her delivery is good. It's menacing. So this is a W pick for XXL, but it's also like, how do you miss? It would have been like leaving Lotto or Meg Thee Stallion off the list in the years they were blowing up. Like, this is Glorilla's year. This Too Rare and Finesse 2 Times are like the same to me, where I see them getting posted up a lot. They might as well be the same rapper in my head. Like, I've never listened to them, but oh fuck, that was Finesse 2 Times. I was gonna go see what Too Rare is about. Now, he has 2.5 million monthly listeners, just over. Oh shit, he's featured on a song with that has over 100 million streams by NLE Choppa. Hold on, real quick, can we just talk about how NLE Choppa completely flopped with Top Shotta a couple years ago? He fell off, and he actually has came back and revitalized his career and moved himself into a lane similar to that of a YB or a Rod Wave. He is one of these rappers that doesn't have huge poppin' hits, but he has a dedicated fan base. I mean, I honestly thought his career was done, but clearly he's doing something right and has crafted a very strong, dedicated fan base who will tap into his music. Because again, I've never heard of this song, and it has 100 million plays on Spotify, so he's doing something right. Shout out NLE Choppa. Big comeback for him, but let's bump this real quick. I'm not going to play it anymore because of monetization and copyright reasons, even though I'm not monetized, obviously, but not a fan. Not a fan. Let's see where bro's from real quick. Philly. Interesting. I could tell it was the East Coast. I mean, that was NLE Choppa's song, but the instrumental was a little bit drill sounding. A little bit, got that similar drum pattern to a song like Just Wanna Rock, that Jersey Club type drum pattern. Alright, but next up, another rapper that I've listened to, but I think is up there in terms of star power, because I've known Sleazy World Go is a name I've been familiar with for the past like year or so. I still haven't listened to any of his stuff, because honestly, a lot of these rappers, in my mind, make a lot of similar music. I don't think there's almost no variety here. It's just a bunch of street trap rappers, again, throwing a bone to someone like Lone or Midwest or whoever, literally anyone. Cash Dami, if he's still popular, I don't know, I'm like blanking. Shout out Midwest real quick, he's one of my favorites, he should be here. But instead we got Sleazy World Go, who blew up initially so long ago that I'm surprised he's still on this list. I haven't heard of him in a while, in like at least 6 months, I feel like. So I thought honestly his time was done, but clearly XXL thinks different because he's here on the list. Going again. Alright, I was lying, guys. This is the biggest star power on the list, other than Glorilla, of course. But we are talking about Central, baby. We're talking about Central C, and I mean, I've never listened to a Central C album. He had a huge moment with Doja last year. I mean, the quality of that song we could discuss. How could I be homophobic? Even my bitch is gay. I mean, that's a stupid ass bar, guys. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, oh, like that's a gas punchline. Like it's literally fucking stupid. But all right, all right, all right. I'm blanking on the name of the EP, but that shit Central C and Dave just dropped has been on repeat. You guys will see the fucking glowing review I'm gonna give that in a week or two. But oh my god, Sprinter, Trojan Horse, our 25th birthday, UK rap. I mean, it's just 4 excellent drill tracks. I don't want to get it UK drill songs. I don't want to get into it too much here. I want to save it for the review, but Central C got jokes, man. That's all I gotta say. He is fucking hilarious on some of the, again, like I said on Doja, that bar was a miss, even though it was popular, but like him and Dave are just punchline after punchline. He reuses the same flows a lot from what I could hear, but it's like Sench has a really nice delivery too, and he's doing his thing. I'm excited to see what else he has to offer outside of the EP, but I will say Sprinter is one of my favorite songs right now. And it's nice to see some UK representation on here. Obviously, Little Sims should have been on here several years ago. I mean, sometimes I might be Introvert was 2021, but even after Gray Area, she could have been on here. I forget what year Gray Area was, but even at that point, she could have been on this list. I mean, quick Little Sims praise moment. I mean, she's easily a top 5, if not top 3 rapper of the 2020s so far. I mean, she's just fucking great. Kendrick Lamar level lyricist, I'll say it. Alright, so next up we're talking about Real Boston Richie, who again finessed 2 times to where I'll throw him into the same category of rappers I see a lot on my timeline on Instagram and don't care for, don't check out, haven't listened to. You know, we'll do it right now. Just because he falls into that same category, we'll do it. I'm expecting a little different sound since he's from Tallahassee. Maybe there'll be some more Florida influence from there. Maybe some, what's that guy's name that Zell works with? Play That Boy Zay. He could have been on here. He definitely could have been on here. Probably over someone like Real Boston Richie. Which, by the way, A, if he is from Tallahassee, Florida, why is his name Real Boston Richie? Dumb as hell. B, like, it's a fucking stupid name, guys. Like, come on, I'm not even about to play about it. We'll throw on Bullseye 2 with Future. Most streamed song. See what it's about. Literally, just sounds like fucking Pooh Shiesty. The nasally, whiny inflection. But I mean, yeah, it's a fast flow. It's a street trap beat. Sounds like something you'd find off a Gucci Mane compilation tape. Real Boston Richie rapping that street talk. I mean, the fact that we have 5 rappers on this list that I would say make the same exact type of music, even if it was 5 rage trap rappers, it'd still be an issue. It's just too much of the same, because Real Boston Richie, Sleazy World Go, Too Rare, Glorilla, and Finesse 2 times all make very similar music from, even though I haven't heard much. I've heard snippets, I've heard a couple tracks. But show me the difference, maybe. Show me some quality, maybe. No way, there's another Tallahassee artist on here. Lil Tyler, another Tallahassee artist. He's someone that I've been seeing recently. He's the artist on this list that has been blowing up the most recently to me. I mean, again, we'll go give a little search on the Spotify for Lil Tyler, because I don't know, that one of his songs is popping off pretty big right now that I keep seeing all over my fucking timeline. Area codes. Let's see. Oh, it's not even a Lil Tyler song, it's a Kylie song. Alright, I literally couldn't even find him on that song. Like, they actually have the same delivery. Kylie's a little bit more menacing, a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? She puts a little bit more ferocity into her voice, but Lil Tyler, I don't even know what to say at this point. I mean, inconsequential music to me. Not very good to me. Not something I really, based off that one song, of course. But I mean, this list is just fucking trash, guys. Because again, the fact that I haven't listened to half these guys ever before is kind of fucked. Shout out Kali though. Even though she's not on this list, she was on last year, and she's pretty fucking cool. Who's this? Oh, what the hell? Tia Corinne, never heard of before. Another one. Now, who's this? DC the Don, 10th spot winner. DC the Don could have been on this at least starting going back 3 years ago. He's a name that has been around forever, I feel like, personally. Oh my god, I listened to his 2020 album. How is he a freshman when he was popping off in 2020? Ooh, Red Light with Almighty J and DDG was a pretty good song. But, yeah, I mean, cool pick, I guess. One of the names I actually recognize here. But I don't really have much to say about DC the Don. I feel like he's one of those rappers who, different than the other people I've talked about so far, who I feel like fit in one mold. I feel like DC the Don is a rapper who kind of just does whatever. I've heard him doing like some emo trap shit. I know he could flow well. I've heard him on some rage trap shit. Kind of like a Trippie Redd. He kind of just does what he wants. And Pierre Bourne is the freshman class producer. Guys, come on. How the fuck do you have Pierre Bourne producing it and you don't have a single artist that is even like in the realm of who he'd work with? Like, there's so much missed potential there. Like, imagine if one of the ciphers was like, real quick, also, I mean, it's probably too late, but Sexy Red very easily could have been on here. It was definitely too late for her, I feel, by the time they had it figured out, but she definitely could have been on here. And I'm assuming Armani White was on it last year. I'm guessing, because I'd imagine, like, why would he not be on here? Billie Eilish is huge. Alright, but imagine a cipher with Lone, Midwest, and a Lancey Foo. I mean, come on. Come on. You're going to tell me that wouldn't hit? So, yeah, guys, if you're tapped in with any of these artists, if you think I'm slandering the hell out of them, or if you agree with me, let me know in the comments. I mean, I feel like I'm not too informed on this. So, you know what? How are you guys feeling this? Are these good picks? Or is this, because to me, this is the worst list I've ever seen. And it's been progressively getting worse over the last few years, but I mean, this is rock fucking bottom, bro. I mean, to me, it's no names. And you gotta keep in mind, I'm someone who is like, I listen to as many albums that I can that come out every week so I could be tapped in with the new music, work on content, shit like that. And the fact that I don't even recognize half of these names is like unreal. I mean, obviously, I'm clearly not looking in the right places if I'm not finding these guys, but it's also like these guys aren't buzzing that much. Or I feel like they have a very niche fan base. You know, I don't think any of those artists could translate to mainstream success, really, except for like Glorilla and Central C, who already have, but like I don't foresee any real stars breaking out of here. Definitely no top 10 hits inbound from anyone except the two mentioned. But yeah, that's all I have for you today, guys. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good shit. All that good shit. Hope y'all are doing well, and yeah, worst fucking XXL freshman class of all time. Peace.